All right, hello everyone. Here we are, hole number 9 here. And you shouldn't need a lot of distance on this hole whatsoever. However, for the second shot, it might be beneficial. So I am going to make sure that I bring a Titan here. You also want to bring something with some decent range. So in my situation, I'm going to use Big Dog. Pretty much no other alternative other than if you unlocked Hammerhead, for instance. You could potentially bring this. It starts off even at a very basic level and has some pretty good range, especially with the top spin capability. However, I'm going to just try to bring Big Dog so I can hit perfect ball. But the problem is if I miss perfect ball, I could potentially end up in the rough. So it could be a little risky. But let's just see what they give us. What I'll typically try to do here, here you see that I put on quarterback. It usually gives me just a little bit extra curl capability, which I like to get a bit more left. You can see range-wise, we're going to be good to go. And here, right around 3 top spin, more or less. And you'll see that I'll be able to get much more aggressive towards this left-hand side because I won't have to worry. And here you can see there is a great ball. Let's just see how this looks. Oh, terrible bounce off the fairway. So it usually backspins and checks up. I'm going to pitch out for you guys so you still get the full extent of the guide. That was just a really bad bounce. What it's supposed to do is check up on that fairway. So one of the things you might want to do, maybe just barely come off on the distance to where you're not right at max there, because I basically set up at max and used no additional power. It was relatively perfect for that 3 wind. The only problem I had was that second bounce was total crap. So it completely just rolled along the ground, which means it hit a downslope and I got completely robbed there. So I'm going to just pitch out for you guys so you guys can see. But ideally, what you'll want to do is you'll want to just kind of get up there in the fairway, and anywhere between 2 and 3 top spin is usually perfect for this tour. This is kind of the tour 4 version of this hole. So 2 to 3 top spin anywhere in that is usually enough for you to be okay. And as I mentioned, just so you get the full extent of this guide, I'm not going to hit this shot from the bunker. I'm sure you guys all know how to lay up and make birdie from here. It's not really hard. So what we're going to do is focus on, my tee shot should have been here. It was just a very, very bad break to roll through in that situation. So as I mentioned, one of the things you might want to do is you might just want to back off and just try to get that first bounce to land just a tiny bit shorter to kind of keep your second hop from hitting the upslope like that. But as I mentioned, it was just kind of a bad break. I could probably hit that shot, 8 more times, and it might not do it even once. So, let's take a look here. So ideally, I'll land somewhere right around here, and all that extra curl I was putting usually gives me just a little bit better angle. And what I'll try to focus on is just getting that second hop on this fairway here. So somewhere right around here, and I'll use backspin for control. So 1 backspin. If I can just land it somewhere right around here, that should be good. So I'm not going to play any wind or anything. I'm just going to hopefully get perfect ball, no extra power or anything. And that's one of the beauties of the Titan in this situation, is we'll just be able to kind of concentrate on control and just kind of getting this into a decent spot where we're not going to be taking too much of a risk and give ourselves a very easy putt. So hopefully, you guys can get a very similar type drive, like I said. And as I mentioned, do try to just bring this Titan just to make that second shot super easy on yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and forfeit out. I'm sure you guys, can handle this putt for sure. But just try to focus on using my technique to give yourself the best potential possible chance, especially come the weekend. You'll easily get 2 eagles once you get a feel for that drive. So good luck, and let me know how your tournament goes, and I'll catch you guys in the future for more guides. See you guys.